What is up? It's Corey Lesher, Scale Modeling Network. That's my channel. Today I'm going to go and do a short video of placing on some decals that are pinstripe. Everybody has a different way of doing these pinstripes. And decals in general, for that matter. I mean, many people have different ways, I would assume. I'm going to have a little small tutorial here of how I do them. A couple things that I definitely think is of importance is one, hot water in the bowl. Hot water, I think, is kind of soft for the decal, softens it and actually extracts it from the paper a lot faster, and it makes it slide a lot easier from my experience. I also use, and I think this is a game changer here, I use Mark Fit to soften the decals and actually allow it to slip and slide a little bit so you can adjust it, especially when dealing with pinstripes. I use a toothpick to kind of nudge the decal into position, and then I use more Mark Fit when the decal is on, and then a Q-tip to, we'll say, squeegee off that extra fluid. I also use pickups or forceps to kind of align the decal to where I want it. So I don't want to waste much time. I want to go right into the project. So let's go and start moving into this little tutorial. So first things first, we're gonna take the decal, as many of you already know, we're gonna take that decal and dip it into the water. I usually let it sit in there for 15 to 20 seconds. While that's in the water, I use a little bit of Mark Fit. This product is from Tamaya. Let's go up here and see. Get up a little higher. Right where the decal needs to go. Let's get another roll up front here so this car does not fall, and I'd like to position the car more on its side like that, so I can be a direct shot onto this side of the car. All right, so we got our decal out. A little bit more. Try not to overdo this. This is gonna go all the way past the handle, or past the door. Yeah, see, it's already ready to move. That hot water gets it activated really quick. So I'm gonna grab my toothpick here. Right across. So now we gotta try to get this thing back into the spot where we want it. This is the hard part. So I will go and use a little bit more of this Mark Fit. Try to get it really wet and slide that up a little bit, like so. We'll take it up a little on that quarter panel there. See, it really kind of moves really kind of easy. Take it right to the edge, right up there. Let's see, yeah, we're just gonna go right above. We're gonna take it just a little bit higher. I swear, it's one of these things where you hold your breath as you're doing it. I will take a little bit more mark fit, get the excess off. And this just helps, I really think, soften it and smooth it out. Put a little pressure down on that. We're going to go to the Q-tip. Now it's still movable, so I got to be careful here. I'm trying to keep it in place, and I can still have access to move it if I need to. Smooth that right out. It's already adhering to that side of the car. You know, this blacked out 65 Impala, I use flat. I have no gloss at all on this car. I went very flat. I used a matte clear finish. Honestly, I think the decals are holding nice because of the finish. So that's kind of what I like. I like it right there. I have the instructions right here in front of me so I can see where I want to be. Yep. We're going to run the other one right now. This one's going to go to the back side of it. We're going to go like this. I'm going to let that sit in there. Mark fit. We're going to come from just under there, right over the top of that, right? Yep. Okay. Give that about 15 to 20 seconds in, again, hot water. Honestly, I think I can't preach it enough because I really think the hot water is what activates these decals to slide. Use even lukewarm. I mean, I'm talking hot, right from the faucet, not boiling, but it's hot. Yeah. Get a little bit more. It's drying up pretty quick. See, it's already moving.
little wrinkle there. We're gonna try to straighten that out the best we can. The other thing is being quite patient with the decal. Okay, so now you're gonna see what happens when one separates. So that's the little part that wraps around. So what I gotta do is get that on there. Like that. You're gonna need to piece this part together. We're gonna use a little bit more Mark's Fit so we can get some movement on this part here. I'm gonna get that up. I think having a headgear also helps with magnifying. I think there's some benefit to that also. I'm gonna get this in place here. Get that up. So we got some movement there. We can get that in place. I need to keep that a little bit wet to get action here. Now I'm gonna come down on my seat a little bit. Just get in range. The key is really to remain patient during the whole setting of the decals. I don't want to say I'm happy that it's broke in half, but that shit's gonna happen. There's no doubt about it. To everyone. So now, let's see if we can get this just enough. Just trying to dab it a little bit. Just lightly across. Again, I want to put a little bit more Mark Fit on there. And the reason why is it's really, I think it really softens the decal and plasters it right on the car. Makes it look like it's part of the paint. I think it's a critical part of decaling. I really like it. Let's get that off there. See, it's still moving pretty good there. Plot that nice, gentle. It's still pretty movable, so I'm trying to be gentle with it. Now, you see that when that snapped in half, I get very nervous. That ain't gonna solve anything if I get all flustered and nervous. So when building these models, well, here's another little tip. Don't drink caffeinated drinks before doing any of this. I hardly ever do it when I'm building a model. It's very rare unless I'm really doing some big parts and it doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, that looks great. We piece that little section back in, so that's good. I'm gonna put a little Super Sport on this section. And that came out really nice. That piece just joined right together. So I am kind of happy that it kind of snapped in the middle there, so I could show that with that mark fit, I'm able to maneuver that thing around. It ain't gonna dry so quickly on me to where I can't have access to maneuver it. So it keeps you from getting too nervous and excited about it when it's not working or going the way it should. So I kind of like, really like that mark fit. And again, the hot water kind of keeps everything moving. And it's kind of a nice way. So here we go. We're gonna use a little, I got the decal ready here. It's set and ready. Just gonna use a little bit of mark fit right there. We're gonna try to, I got my toothpick. I'm gonna put that Super Sport right on there. Yeah, it's ready to move. That water probably got a little bit more cold just sitting there, so it's not as activating, I don't think, but there we go. There you go. All right, let's go. I don't like that idea. I'm gonna use my finger. Now look at that. Beautiful. So just a dab. Again, I want to soften it down. See that? I kind of push hard. And then we'll get the Q-tip here. I can still move it around a little bit if I need to. But that worked out really good. Really, really good. Blot it out. Looks great. So that was a few that I wanted to show you. Let me see if I can bring it up a little bit here for a view. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. So I hope I was able to educate a little bit on applying decals. Key components here, I think, in this training was hot water to activate these decals to slide freely and move easily. Plus, I think it softens them. Mark fit. This stuff's great. And then patience. And again, no caffeine. It ain't gonna help you if you're shaking everywhere. But really a lot of patience, and despite the little tear, that you could still maneuver it and get it into position that you need. Just don't get worked up on it. Relax and just take your time. So I hope that helps. Guys, I want you to subscribe to the channel, Scale Modeling Network. Like this video, share it with others, and I will see you soon on another tutorial.